Red Cup Talk with Brian Adams. Let's get into it. No, we're not getting into it. Just hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can be up to date with content as I drop it. Let's continue to grow this channel together. Come on, Jay-Z. Come on, Jay-Z. Beyonce. What are y'all doing over there? Let's talk about it, y'all. I got a little bit of time, so let's talk about it. So we got this situation with Jay-Z and Ramir. Ramir has been trying to get justice for this little situation that he didn't have anything to do with. And he's actually starting to get service. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm trying to explain it to you. Let me take some time out. Jay-Z, back in the 90s, early 90s, Jay-Z had met a lady. She went by the name back then as Precious. And Precious and Jay-Z hooked up, had an intimate session at Jay-Z's aunt's house. This was back in Philadelphia. And it was said that protection was used, but it popped, if you understand what I'm saying. So, in the interim, this is what the results were. Ramir was was born. The mother actually told her son one day, I think Ramir was like 8 or something, 8 or 9, and she told him that Jay-Z was his father. Well, at the time, Jay-Z went by The Rock. You remember back then when he was really popping, he had a few different names, baby. He was The Rock, what was it? The Rock Nation. Remember I think that's how it was. Something like that. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm on joke time. It's too early for this. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep pushing through. Known as The Rock back then, and back in Philly. So that's what they was referring to a lot within his file, the reports that I'm reading through. So Ramir was born. The mom eventually broke down and told Ramir that, Jay-Z was his father. At some point, Ramir tried to reach out to Jay-Z, and with unsuccess. He wasn't very successful. He actually reached out to him a few times, but he wasn't successful as far as getting the DNA testing and getting him to cooperate to take a DNA test just to prove if he was his father or not. Now, my thing is, if this was this close, why not being able to have a conversation, pull the groups together and talk this out without have to going down the road of doing the DNA? But nonetheless, he has to do it. He had to do a DNA test. He never did. Jay-Z never did the DNA test from my understanding, all up until now. He has till July 18th, which is not too far away from now. And the judge has ordered him to go and take a DNA to prove whether or not he is the father of Ramir. So we will see. And of course, these allegations with Nikki Minaj is surfacing that Jay-Z owes her over $200 million because of some deals that went wrong behind the scenes. That's what I'm gathering from the reports I'm getting. But I'm going to get more information into that. And when I do, I'll do another video, update you guys. So this is part 1. I'll come back with part 2 with more about that, with Jay-Z and the $200 million debt that he owes allegedly to Nikki Minaj. I want to say this, though. I wonder when he takes this test, Jay-Z takes this test, if it comes back negative, how would this happen? How would it go? And I guess the one would say, okay, well, everybody will part their ways, they keep it moving, and Ramir go on about, and maybe he'll continue to look on his journey to continue to try to find out who his real biological father is. I mean, I get that. If I was in his shoes, I would want to know too. I wouldn't, that would be something that would haunt me every single day. And the reason I say that, and I know for a fact I would feel like that, is because, hell, even I don't have a situation. I know my mom and pops are, but there do be times that I question, because they say mama's baby, daddy's maybe. I don't know if they still say that, but I remember hearing that when it was coming up. The old folks used to say that. So, it's still staying true to this day, whether the saying is still going on or not. I mean, hell, this is a prime example of what's going on with this. Now, when you look at these pictures, Jay-Z and Ramir really do look alike. I mean, but that doesn't really, because I know a lot of people that their mother and father they don't look like their parents, or they look like their parents, but the ways and stuff like that. And I don't know. Like I said, with all this, test is going to be the final outcome. You have to do a test on this. So maybe Jay-Z has been avoiding this because I don't know what reason he has to avoid this. Because my thing is, why, if we're all grown men, whether you're old or you're young, we're all grown. You're rich or you're poor. We're grown. Go ahead and fix this or try to resolve it so that we can move on. Because as humans, this is not going to do nothing but just sit there and simmer, which has been doing for the last 20 some years. You know what I'm saying? Ramir has a right to know who his dad and his mother is, because he did not have any involvement in the process of being, born here. So as humans, I feel like we are failing him, So hopefully Jay-Z and the judges and everybody will come together and fix the situation, whether it's his or not, and go forward. Now, if it is his, I wonder, would Jay-Z have to really pay anything? Like, do you have to pay child support, back child support, or however that would go? But I'm sure they would talk about all that stuff and cover all those topics and issues and questions when the testers will come back. So, like I said, they said that Jay-Z has to take the test by July 18th, 2025. So it's not long. So around that time, I'll do the part 2. I'll piggyback off of this and go on to, if I haven't done it by now, with Nikki Minaj allegations. But all the best to you and to all the parties that are involved. And I don't know how to feel about this, because I usually try to ask a question like, do you think that Jay-Z is Ramir's father? How about that? Let's leave it on that. Do you think that Jay-Z is really Ramir's father? Red Cup Talk with Brian Adams. Peace. Red Cup Talk with Brian Adams. Let's get into it. No, we're not getting into it. Just hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can be up to date with content as I drop it. Come on, Adams family. Let's continue to grow this channel together.